Well, hi, this is Darrell Davis, back with the second half of Calling for Sale by Owners. I'm not going to review the first half because if you can just watch the video that I've already done, because it would be a waste to do it again. Okay, so the second part is after you've asked them, are you working with brokers in the sale of your property? And they say yes. Then you're going to ask them a series of questions about where they're moving to, why they're, da-da-da. So you can break questions into two categories. One category would be their current home, And I'm sorry for those of you that can't read English. I'm sorry. Okay, current home, this here, the second group of the questions would be where they're going to. So where they're going to, where they're moving to, why they're selling. Well, you could say that, why are they selling? Their current home. For example, questions like, let's take it from the top. So I'm wondering, are you working with brokers in the sale of your property? They say yes, maybe, possibly. Well, I'm looking at your advertisement. It looks very nice. Let me ask you, how many bedrooms do you have? How many baths? Have you done any major improvements? What do you think is the most appealing part to the house? So you would ask them questions about their current house. And part of what you're doing here is doing two things. You're getting information about their current home, but the other part is you're building rapport, which is very, very important on the telephone to build that rapport. Once you feel you've asked enough of these questions, then you would ask them, well, let me ask you, where are you moving to? Why there? When do you need to get there by? This category of questions is actually finding out how motivated, or said another way, what their commitment is to why they're selling in the first place. This is very good stuff. This is getting information, that's what that is, information about the current home and your building rapport. And these types of questions are finding out how motivated they are, why they're selling, what their commitment is. Once you feel that there's an opening, then you ask for the appointment. And one of the ways that you can ask for that appointment is simply saying, depending on what parts of Europe you're from, like the real nice parts, where people are nice, you could say, would you be offended if I just stop by to see your house and see how I can help you? See, the nice people that say, sure, come on. They might even bake you moussaka, some pie, some coffee, some espresso, so that it'll be very nice. The tougher areas, you might have to, work through that a little bit. Like if you were in New York, you wouldn't do that because they'd say, yes, I'm offended you even call me. They hang up on you, they curse, you got to call back. So you might do one of these. You'd say, well, let me ask you, if I had a buyer who is willing to give you the money you need to make this move a success, would you sell it to them? It is possible in some cases to do that, but first I need to see your house and see how I can help you. So gang, let me just recap. The most important part of this whole dialogue, part one and part two, is, the majority of it, is asking these questions about the current home, where they're moving to. It's in that body of work is where you're actually building rapport, getting information. This is the beginning of the call. This is asking for the appointment, and that's how you call for sale by owners.